Hello and welcome to another episode of the Girlfriends Podcast right here on Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
Uh-huh.
And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome on board. We'd like to
Welcome.
encourage you to check it out, check out the previous videos, leave a comment, share the videos, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we publish a video on here. My name is Efe.
My name is Cassandra.
And today we have something very interesting to talk about on the Girlfriends podcast. Hey, the inspiration behind this topic is one that I really cannot phantom because it just came like that. It took us unaware, from just having a casual conversation to like, oh, let's talk about this. And here we are. Have you ever been involved in office romance before? How did it end? I hope not in premium tears.
Wahala.
But I believe that these things actually work for some people, but
Yeah, it
not
do.
majority of people. All right.
Majority of the stories we've heard
Yes,
it ended
because
in premium tears.
there are always intrigues, honestly, especially when the person you're with is not a matured, minded person. Someone who's very obsessive, very domineering, like they don't even want to see you with another colleague.
Person.
How are you going to cope with all of that? It's very, very it is draining, especially if you don't have a thick skin as a lady or as a man. So think about it. If you're currently in or involved in an office romance, we're not here to discourage you. If everything is going on smoothly, well, we wish you all the best. But if you're already having doubts, there are too many buts, maybe you might just, get convinced. I mean, as to why you should just walk out of the relationship.
Hmm.
Cassie, have you ever been involved in an office romance before?
No,
Uh-uh.
never.
What do you mean
No,
never?
never. No, never.
But people find love in hopeless places,
Good
according to
luck to
Rihanna.
them. Call Igwe, give them trophy. Presido General among the nations. We salute you, President General among the nations. But on a more serious note,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. And if you, as a woman, like you said, if you
Mm.
know you do not have thick skin, no put body, I'm going to say something. I know you might want to say, okay, why is she not calling the male? If it takes two to tango.
Mm.
Relationships happen between two people.
Right.
Yes, it's true. But you see, in this world that we live in this very world, women are always on the receiving side,
Absolutely.
always on the receiving. Now, I'm going to paint a scenario. If a man gets into a relationship with a woman in the office, even if things do not work, if things go south between them,
Mm-hmm.
the man is like the hero. Oh, the champion guy. God, don't try to him out.
Ah,
But if it's on the woman's side,
yeah.
oh, she was used and dumped.
Mm.
And that is how office gossip or rumors continue to
Starts.
spiral
Right.
and spiral and spiral. Now, I'm not saying you should care about what people say, oh, but let's be honest. In the real sense of things, you would definitely be affected. Your
Mm-hmm.
productivity, your work ethic, and everything. So if you know that you are an emotional person that carries love on their head, avoid office romance. If you don't have strength, no put body. That's all I have to say on that. Now, coming back to what I would say the pros, those that are doing it. I've seen situations, love stories that started in the office and they
Yeah.
ended in something really beautiful. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Call Igwe for these people because it's not easy to build something in that
Yeah.
environment and it yields to something that
Mm-hmm.
positive. But at the same time, it comes with its own cons. Imagine when your babe is being shouted on by the boss and you have nothing
Hmm.
to do. Hey, or let's say your boyfriend, they are saying your boyfriend is this, is that, and you cannot say anything. I do know there are some people that will even tell you, okay, let's be now. Let me even jump into the red flags for you to know that that office relationship is not leading to anything. First, they want to hide you. They don't even want people
Mm-hmm.
to
To know.
know
Yeah.
that you guys are dating. They'll be like, "Hey, don't tell people." Like you will be
Let's
sneaking
keep
and
it
sneaking.
discreet. Yeah.
Exactly. You'll be like, isn't that the same man or this same girl that I was with last night? How come he came to the office? Of course, they will delude you and tell you that, see, don't make it obvious because it's a workspace.
Yeah.
And there are some bosses that will tell you that, see, in this space, we don't date ourselves.
Yes, that's like the
Because,
policy
yeah,
there.
because
Yeah.
they feel like it will affect the
The
workflow.
productivity. Yeah.
But If that is not the case, and even if sometimes that is the case, there are ways that someone will like you in that workspace. You guys will be together,
Mm.
and as much as that policy is standing, they will still find a way around it
Yeah.
to make you feel that yes, truly you guys have something serious going.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, a major red flag would be the fact that if you're in a relationship with someone in the office, your colleague, and he's always hiding it or she is always hiding it, then it's not going anywhere. Another one would be the
Hmm.
fact that you are dating somebody and the person rarely makes any talks about or makes talks about you guys being together,
Yeah.
doesn't plan, doesn't do anything, doesn't involve you. I'm not saying he has to tell you his salary or you have to tell him your salary, but you know those type of talks or conversations that
Mm.
someone is doing with you that you just know that this thing is getting to somewhere.
Yeah.
If that is not happening, I beg the person is just doing office husband and office wife. Do you know that people have office husband and office wife? People have it's not as if the relationship is serious. So they have
Mm.
their girlfriends and boyfriends. So
Yeah.
but then they have office husband
Husband and wife.
and office wife.
Wow.
Like
Interesting. Now let me confess.
mm, mm, confess
Let
or
me confession
confess.
time.
Hmm.
But please, nobody should use anything against me,
You
okay?
guys, we listen, we
We
don't
don't judge.
judge.
Please don't judge. Thank you. So many years ago,
Mm,
I considered it.
okay.
Yes. This person wasn't like just a colleague. We weren't
Mm.
on the same level. He was his rank was a bit higher than
Oh,
mine.
okay, like a senior
Yes.
colleague of yours.
So at the time, like when I got there, I saw how people were always gossiping, and saying very nasty things
So,
about him, that he's very
oh,
bossy, he's very, very
mm,
authoritative. And I'm like, okay. And I personally saw how girls even got very scared of him, like they don't even want to go close to him. God, I hope he does not see this video though. So I just took it upon myself. I'm like, okay,
the lion, the
let me
champion, the conqueror is
let
here.
me try and break that jinx,
Okay,
honestly.
oh,
So
jinx breaker.
I went close,
Mm-hmm.
very close,
Mm-hmm.
and my intention at the time was, let me just raise his hopes and then dash them.
Uh-uh.
Yes, I
So
wanted to,
you wanted
because
to play
I
him.
really don't like men who are very, very mouthy. I feel
Okay.
like it takes only one woman to just touch their
So
mumu
you wanted
button.
to be that woman that would demystify him. Okay.
So I went very close, and people were like, "Hey, if you want to play with fire," I'm like, "Just watch me, don't worry." So I was just like, now wow, are you even in a relationship? He will yell at me. What's your
Yeah.
business? Is that why you're here? Blah, blah, blah. But I didn't relent. I kept on going and going till it started, having catching feelings. So at that point in time, I'm like, oh, he's already catching feelings. So me, I can't be someone like you. Like
Just wanted to
everyone,
play him.
yes, almost everyone in this workspace, they always have something bad, very
To
terrible to
say
say
about
about
him,
you.
yeah.
So at that point in time, it was not like, oh, I used him. I actually like manipulated him. I started feeling bad. And that's
Yeah.
why sometimes, to ladies, don't try to play too smart sometimes, because you might just get roped in without you not really
You
like.
can't play close to fire and expect not to get burnt.
So I started feeling bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, let me just see how this thing works. Maybe I should just try to like develop, feelings for him.
Mm,
So I'm like, okay, I will see how it goes. But I think you need to adjust. There are certain things that you do, even in my
mm.
presence. I find it really very disrespectful. I think that if you really want to have something to do with me, something serious, because at the time he was like very intentional about the relationship, or he wants
Wow.
something very serious, very, very serious. At some point,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the office, they even got to know about
About
it,
it.
and
Wow.
they were like, oh, Ife, just maybe you could actually change this guy because he's really adjusted though.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, okay, but
Feeling myself. I'm feeling
personally,
my
personally, yeah,
mm,
sometimes I try to communicate some of the
mm,
bad reviews.
about him.
Yes,
To him.
yes,
Hey.
because I want him to really, really
Change.
adjust,
Okay.
not because of
So
me,
by this
but
time, by this time, did you like fall in love with him?
no,
Okay, there was still the
it
game
was,
plan.
yes, it
Hmm.
was really very hard, honestly, for me to like,
Fall for that
because
person.
I had my fears that forget all this seriousness you are displaying right now.
Mm-hmm.
By the time IT students start coming in, coming back start coming in, I don't know. Men,
Yeah.
their needs are insatiable. Tomorrow you might just see someone who, I'm not curvy. I'm on the plus side, so I don't want problems for myself. So to cut the long story short, I would just like, this is what people are saying. I think you need to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. So he really adjusted a whole lot because of me. Maybe just to like please me or just to let me know that okay, he's willing to bend or break his own standards or his rules for my sake. So that the relationship can actually like, start in earnest and all of that. So one fateful day, he said something about taking me to see his parents.
Hmm.
We went
Dun, dun, dun,
actually.
dun.
We went there.
It was still part of the game plan for you,
We went
even
there.
when things were getting
The
that
mom and
serious.
the dad, we met, we exchanged pleasantries. They actually hosted me very well, and I had a
Okay.
great time. I'm not going
Hmm.
to lie. And he was like, "This is Ife. I really like this girl. I would like to spend the rest of my." So the mom was like, "Ah, but you guys work in the same
Please.
office now. How is that possible? What would the management say? Blah blah blah." And I was like, "No, that's not a problem." And somehow the management was a bit lenient,
Okay.
with situations like that, especially when they see that you are really, really, intentional
It's a
about,
thing of joy
yes,
that something like that came out of their
and he is
company.
someone that a number of people have been praying and waiting, hoping for him to like settle down.
Okay.
You
You
understand?
wanted to
So,
be the
so
person that would
when
break the
when
jinx.
the mom started like showing, she became very, very, close,
Mm-hmm.
caring, and all of that. I said, it's better I detach myself. Now, the earlier the better. Let me not break two hearts
Ewo.
or an entire family's heart at the same time. Let me know it's only one person I have to deal with for the rest of my
Mm.
life. We left that day, and shortly after, I started feeling irritated.
Yeah.
Yes, I started feeling irritated. I'm like, please, this wasn't the plan. No, I beg. There are better things I want to do do with my life
Ewo.
and my pride. Not to come and settle down and
With someone like this.
yeah, because I feel like the scars were still there. Like he did not really drop his old habits completely. You
Okay.
see that he's just in between, in
Today
between.
he's not
Yes. So
consistent.
I'm like, this is not really the kind of person I should spend the rest of my life with because it's going to be very, very chaotic for me. So I just had to summon the courage and like, I'm sorry, I really can't do this.
Yeah.
Hmm. When this guy turned on me, Cassie, hey, Jesus
You
Christ.
were still in that office.
Yes.
Like you didn't want to resign before you
Ah,
tell him.
I didn't
You
too.
told him and you were still
Of
working there.
course.
I
Of
can
course.
imagine the hell that you had to
And
go through.
then I told him today, the following day, he got to the office. I said, hello, good morning. He snubbed me. Oh. He answered every other person. He snubbed me. So everybody was like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like,
So did
I
every
don't
other
know.
person know that this was like a bet or something?
They didn't really know my plan.
Oh,
Like,
you
no,
just
they
had the
didn't.
plan.
Yes,
Hey.
they didn't. They did, but some people were just saying that, oh, this guy, he's very, very tough. He's very, very, authoritative, very domineering. Are you
Mm.
sure this is someone you really want to have? Like, push, don't worry. Don't worry. So he gave me attitude for a long time, and I became devastated. I won't lie to you.
Like the whole office space
Like,
became
yes,
hell.
I don't even want to go to the office at some point in time. For real. To make matters worse, then he got promoted.
Hey, what to an even higher
Yes, he
position.
got promoted.
Okay.
So when I saw the promotion notice
You
on our
resigned.
no on our
Uh-uh.
general group WhatsApp group, everybody had congratulated him. Me too, and I congratulated. I was a bit sarcastic with my congratulatory message.
Uh-uh.
He acknowledged every other person's message
And
but
left
mine.
your wow.
When I got to the office, people were celebrating. Now, at this point, he had his personal office. So people
Mm.
were in there eating cake and all of that. So I went in and was
Mm-mm.
like, why didn't you knock before coming in? I
Hey,
said, "Ah,
well.
but I heard people's voices in here. That was why I came in now. Good morning, congratulations. So like, get out of my office. Because it's like, when someone just wants to like make you feel terrible. That was what this guy did to me. Till I got transferred. And even when the transfer notice came, he tried to like swat it.
Ah,
For
so you would
him,
not go
let me keep this girl here
and
and
suffer
frustrate
her
her
as
life.
per someone
As
that is
in,
the owner of your destiny or what?
yes. So when the transfer came, I was very happy. I said, well, thank you, Jesus. I'm actually free from bondage and all of that.
Ha.
When I was leaving, I had a final word with him, and I'm like, I'm sorry for how everything actually turned out. It wasn't really my
But
plan.
now I think you even made him worse than you met him because like
But now he's
how is
happily
it
married, though. He's
happily?
happily, yes, I
Okay.
believe.
Hmm. All
He's
right.
happily
I follow
married.
you, believer.
He's happily married. So you can imagine if I'd really gone into that relationship like wholeheartedly, and then because there were even times that some of my orgas,
Mm.
maybe we're just like chatting, or maybe I'm laughing out so loudly, and he would just
While you guys were in the relationship,
he could even send a message,
wow, they should stop.
leave that place that you are.
That
So
one is a toxic
these
person.
are people you should relate with. These are people you should not relate with.
Or you wanted to dictate to
Ah,
you.
so it's not really easy.
So it was like two sides of a coin. While he was in it, you came
Hmm.
with the plan. So what if the tables turn? It's now the woman and then the man is the one coming with the plan. Because sometimes okay, they'll be like, oh, this lady is always bossy or always this and that. Let one of us go and see if, because I don't know who has this mentality or who
Yeah.
read about this mentality that the way to humble a person, especially women, is by
Hmm.
going to have her in
Bullying.
your
Yeah.
bed or something. I don't know, but at the end of the day, for me, when I consider all of these things, I just feel like it's dead on arrival. Office romance,
It's a
no.
no-no for me.
For
It's
me,
a
it's a no.
no for me.
At least she has the experience and now she's telling you, you
There's something
should
I didn't
know
even
better.
add. Do you know when like some IT students eventually came in? One of them was even like
He's,
developing feelings for him.
hey,
They actually dated eventually. They dated, and that one, people in the office were telling her that, oh, you see a Faye, we're really hoping that they'll get married and all of that. So she started giving me attitude too. You can imagine. So it was a chaotic, very dramatic
space for it to
situation,
be
honestly. But for me, I was just laughing at the whole situation, like, he might not even marry last last.
because you are not like your heart. So imagine that you really went with the intent of
Yes.
dating him for real,
I
for real.
then at that
That
point I
made
would have
the tears
resigned.
actually.
Honestly,
Well, you
for real.
guys, share your stories. Is it sorry stories or joyous stories? Let's know from you. Have you ever dated your colleague and how did it end? Do you think it's something that you want to try? Let's hear. Well, it's not just about the sorry stories. We want to also hear the joyous stories because, of course, we can count some stories that ended in holy matrimony. Hmm.
If I must advise, if you really want to like get involved in office romance, I think it's best one of you just take a bow.
Okay, one person should
Yes,
resign.
one person should resign for your sanity.
That's when you get married, oh. Please don't go and
Honestly,
resign your job because you think this thing is going to somewhere. Or better still,
yeah, if you're sure that
avoid
the
the
odds
men
are
in
going
your
to be in your favor,
office.
one of you should resign honorably. Honestly, because
Okay,
plenty to finish the deal.
twenty C
Hmm.
finish. Made they will see you till made in China. Anyway, tell us. Share your thoughts in the comments. And remember
All
to
right.
check our previous episodes of the Girlfriends podcast. And also remember to tune in every Monday and Friday on Eagles FM Abuja at 1 o'clock to listen to the Girlfriend Show. Yes.
Okay, until next time, my name is Efe.
My name is Cassandra. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Adios.